Hi there! Before we dive into today's video, I want to give a special thanks to FullWell for partnering with me to bring this video to you. If you're not familiar with FullWell, they're an amazing perinatal supplement company founded and owned by one of the leading fertility and women's health dietitians, Ayla Barmer. FullWell has a fantastic lineup of supplements to support you from preconception all the way through postpartum, and I love all of their products. I have been recommending their prenatal supplement for years, but I do have a current favorite, and that is their new Fertility Booster, which is a blend of antioxidants and ashwagandha designed to support and improve both egg quality and sperm quality. Stick around until the end of this video for a discount code so that you can try any and all of FullWell's supplements at 10% off. Hi there, Kendra Tolbert here. I'm a registered dietitian and yoga teacher, and I specialize in women's health and fertility. And today I will be guiding you through a yoga for endometriosis pain relief sequence. One of the most common symptoms of endometriosis is pelvic pain, but that's not the only way that endometriosis can negatively impact one's quality of life. It can also have a very negative impact on people's mood and their mental health. It is common for people who experience endometriosis to also experience anxiety and depression. And yoga can help with all of the above. So I do hope that this practice does improve your quality of life, improve your mood, and relieve some of your pelvic pain. In addition to the yoga poses that we will be exploring in this practice, we are also going to explore one of my favorite acupressure points, and that point is liver 3. Liver 3 is a go-to acupressure point when there are signs of stagnation, and pain is a sign of stagnation. It's also commonly used when someone is experiencing feelings of frustration, anger, and irritability, which can definitely come up when you are experiencing chronic pain. I want to make sure that you know exactly where it's located so that you can easily find it during our practice. Liver 3 is located at the top of the foot. You can easily locate it by placing an index finger between your big toe and your second toe, then dragging your finger towards your ankle until you reach the point where it feels that the bone of your big toe and your second toe are about to meet. Where that depression is, that is where liver 3 is. Now that you know where to find liver 3, we are ready to get started. So go grab any props that you might like to have and meet me on your mat. Come to stand at the short front edge of your mat with your arms by your sides, feet hips width apart. Gently turn your upper body from side to side, allowing your arms to swing freely as you do so. Start to make your twisting slower and slower, smaller and smaller, until finally you're standing still once again. Step your feet out as wide as your mat and turn your toes out so they're at a 45-degree angle. On your inhale, circle your arms up overhead, and as you exhale, bend over to the left. Bend your knees generously and bring your torso down to the side, to the front, over to the right, and then circle it back up as you straighten your legs, arms overhead. As you exhale, circle your arms down. Inhale to circle your arms up, and as you exhale, bend to the right. Bend your knees generously. Drop your arms and torso down to the front, to the left, and back up as you straighten your legs. Exhale to circle your arms down. Inhale, arms come up. Keep reaching up as you breathe deeply. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Hinge forward at the hips, drop your torso and arms between your legs, and breathe deeply here in your forward fold. If it feels good to do so, straighten your legs and sway your upper body from side to side. If you are swaying, be still. Place your palms onto the mat, bending your knees to do so. Then step one foot back, followed by the other foot to come into plank. Lower your knees, uncurl your toes. Walk your knees back and lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, elbows point back. As you inhale, lift your chest, your shoulders, your neck, and your head up, looking straight forward for baby cobra. On your next exhale, lower down. Bring your hands back just a bit. Press up to come onto your hands and your knees, then push your hips back to meet your heels and rest your forehead on the mat for child's pose. When you're ready, come back up onto your hands and your knees. Step your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, and step your left foot forward. Come into a standing forward fold. On your next inhale, circle your arms up, bring your torso up, palms touch, and as you exhale, circle your arms down. Inhale to circle your arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop forward, come into a standing forward fold. Sway your upper body and your arms from side to side. Be still. Bend your knees and place your palms onto the mat. Then step back into plank. Lower your knees, uncurl your toes. Lower halfway, then push back up. Again, lower halfway, push back up. Lower halfway, then push back up. Walk your hands back so that your hips are over your knees and your shoulders are over your wrists. Inhale to arch your spine. Exhale to round your spine for cat-cow. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to a neutral spine. Send your hips back to meet your heels. Place your forehead onto the mat and rest here in child's pose. Slowly come back up onto your hands and your knees. Step your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, and step your left foot forward to come into a forward fold. On your next inhale, circle your arms up, come up to stand. As you exhale, circle your arms down. Inhale to circle your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, then straighten your legs and sway from side to side. Bend your knees, place your palms onto the mat, step one foot back, then the other for plank pose. Shift forward, lower halfway. Bring the tops of your feet to the mat as you straighten your arms and shine your chest forward. Exhale to send your hips up and back. Come back onto the balls of your feet. Perhaps you lower your heels down towards the mat for downward facing dog. Come back into plank. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot so that it is parallel with the short edges of your mat. Then bring your torso up and bring your arms up and out to shoulder height so that you are in Warrior 2. Reach forward, then up and back. Bring your back hand to your back leg. Come back up to Warrior 2. Bend your front elbow and place your forearm onto your front thigh. Reach your back arm up and forward. Sweep your back arm down to bring your palm to the mat as you turn your back foot so that your heel is up. Toes are facing forward. Bring your other hand down to the mat. Step your left foot back for plank. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot in preparation for Warrior 2, then bring your torso up and your arms out for Warrior 2. Reach forward, up, and back. Come back to Warrior Two. Bend your front elbow, place your forearm onto your thigh, and reach your back arm up and to the front. Bring your top hand down to the mat, turning your back foot. Place the other hand onto the mat and step back into plank. Lower your knees, uncurl your toes, push back into child's pose. Slowly, bring your torso up so that your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Then, take a seat in the middle of your mat with the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Bring your hands to your ankles, then begin to make circles around your hips with your upper body. Change the direction of your circles. Bring your upper body to a neutral position. Lift and lower your knees as if you were flapping wings. Lower your knees one final time. Then bring the index fingers of both hands to liver 3 on both feet. Press gently here, and if it feels good to do so, close your eyes or lower your eyelids and lower your gaze. Bring your hands back to your ankles. Inhale to lengthen your spine, then exhale to fold forward. Slowly press yourself back up. Lie down on your back with your knees bent and the soles of your feet flat on the mat. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Push your right knee away from your upper body. Shift your hips gently from side to side. Bring your hips and knees back to center. Lift your left leg, drawing it close to your chest. Then interlace your hands either behind that left thigh or on top of your left shin. Breathe deeply here. Bring your left foot down to the mat, then bring your right foot to the mat. Draw your left knee in, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Shift your hips from side to side. Be still for just a moment. Then draw your right knee in towards your chest. And once again, interlace your hands either behind your thigh or on top of your shin. Breathe here. Place your right foot onto the mat, then your left foot. Draw both knees in towards your chest, hugging them in, pointing your knees towards your armpits. Then reach for the outsides of your feet, the backs of your thighs, or your ankles for happy baby. Choose your variation. Release your thighs, your ankles, or your feet, and lower your feet back down to the mat. Straighten your legs. Place your arms by your sides, palms up. Rest your eyelids. Deepen your breath. Rest here. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bend your knees, then roll over onto your side. Slowly press yourself up, come to a comfortable seated position. Take a moment to thank yourself for moving and breathing and supporting your body. On your next inhale, circle your arms up overhead. As you exhale, your hands come to the center of your chest. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in this practice. Be well, and bye for now. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. As promised, here is that discount code. It is LIVEFERTILE10, LIVEFERTILE 10. If you use that code, you will get 10% off any of FullWell supplements, which you will find a link to down in the description box below.